Hi everyone. I hope you guys have had a great week so far. I am here to talk about our compare and contrast chart that we are working on today. So if you don't have this out, that is fine. I would like you to pause the video, go get this out. We're going to work on this together. Now, remember in class, we would always talk about comparing and contrasting. And when we're comparing something, we're seeing how two things are alike, and we are seeing how they are, and then we are contrasting them to see how they are different. So we want to see how things are similar and how they're different. So we are going to be talking about from dairy farm to you, and then the story, the most important service. So we haven't read this story yet together. You may have read it in your packet. That is fine. We're going to go over it still. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but we're going to read a little bit of it here and there, enough to fill out our chart together. Now, I want you to think really fast about our story from dairy farm to you, the story that told us the sequence of events of how milk gets made and how it gets processed and how it gets to the store and then how it comes to our home. So that was what our story was about, and I want you guys to think, was that something that was fiction or nonfiction? Was it real or was it fake? That was actually a nonfiction story. That story was real. It was giving us facts, facts that's something that can be proven. It's true no matter who says it. I could tell you about it. Your friend could tell you about it. Your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, all these different people could tell you about it, and it would tell you how milk gets to your house, and it would be exactly the same because it's a fact. Our new story, the most important service, talks about opinion. We've also talked about opinion. Opinion is something that can't be proven. It's not a fact, it's your own belief. So like we've talked about before, I think that purple is the best color there is. It's the best color, but you might not think that. You might think that blue is the best color or red is the best color. I think that purple is the best color, but it is my opinion. So it can't be proven. We can't say, yeah, purple definitely is the very best color. We can't say that because there's no way to prove that it is the best color. It's just my opinion. It's what I believe. It's my belief, and it's what I think. So that is what an opinion is. We've talked about that. So that is our story today. The most important service is an opinion piece. And as we go through the story a little bit, I want you to think about how this story that we're reading is different from the story from Dairy Farm to You. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys so we can look at the story. I have it pulled up on here on Benchmark Universe so it can read to us. You may read this whole thing in your own time. I am just going to go over little bits of pieces of it, and I am going to pause when I hear something that can show how it's different from the story from Dairy Farm to You. So right now we are thinking about how this story is different from our other story.
I think firefighters provide the most important service.
What did he say? I think he said that firefighters have the most important service, provide the most important service. Did we hear about firefighters in the story from Dairy Farm to You? I don't think so. So I'm going to put my little bullet point right here, which is just a little dot. We are under the most important service because that is the book that we're talking about. I put my bullet point. We are going to write that the most important service talks about the services. Now these lines are small, so you can take up multiple lines. It's okay. Services of firefighters. And I'm not going to put a period just because I think there are more types of people that we are going to talk about. So it talks about the services of firefighters. Okay, you may pause your video if you are not done writing that. I am going to go ahead and go back to our video. And we're going to go on to the next part. And I want you to think again, how is this story different from our other story?
Importance.
No.
I think that police officers provide the most important service.
Wait a minute. Now he's saying police officers provide the most important service. Now, I want you to remember that these are opinions. Maybe you don't think that firefighters or police officers provide the most important service. Maybe you think that nurses provide the most important service. Maybe you think that dog trainers or vets or your mom and dad provide the most important service. This is just an opinion, but I'm going to go ahead and add police there because I don't think we talked about police in our From Dairy Farm to You. Do you guys remember talking about police? No, we didn't. So, about the services of police officers, comma, police. I'm going to go ahead and write police. Just like that. Oh, didn't dot my I. And again, if you are not done writing, you may go ahead and pause the video. I am going to go ahead and continue our story. So let me go ahead and share that. We are going to turn our page. Okay.
In my opinion, farmers provide the most important service. Everyone needs food.
That's weird. Now he's talking about farmers. I think our first story, From Dairy Farm to You, I think that one talked about farmers as well, right? So now in this middle column where it says both texts, both of the stories had this right here. We're going to put a bullet point. Again, it's just a dot. And we're going to write both texts describe the service that farmers provide. So right here it says both texts describe the service that farmers provide. So go ahead and write that down. You may pause the story until you are done, or pause the video until you're done. And I am going to continue thinking about what other things do both of the stories have? It seemed like they both had real facts, right? From Dairy Farm to You had facts in it. And in our most important service story, if I go back and share our screen, it says right here, farmers grow carrots, corn, beans, apples, grapes, and more. Are those facts or is that an opinion? Those are facts because they do that. You can prove that. When you go to a farmer and you ask them what they grow different types of fruits and vegetables. Those are facts that they actually do. So I'm going to bring you back to my video. I'm going to put a new bullet point right here where it says both texts. And we're going to put both texts have real facts and details. Real facts and details. Now, if you need to finish writing this, go ahead and pause the video. I am going to go over one more thing for our story From Dairy Farm to You. Now, if you can think about that story From Dairy Farm to You, how is it different from the story The Most Important Service? Now, how is it different? Well, does The Most Important Service, this story, does it talk about how milk gets to our house? No, it doesn't. Only our story From Dairy Farm to You talks about that. So underneath this story, I'm going to put my bullet point and I'm going to write about how milk gets from farm to houses. So right here, I put about how milk gets from farm to houses. And you can go ahead and pause the video until you are done writing that. I am going to go ahead and let you guys finish this out. I want you to, we need one more bullet point for both of the text, and we need 2 more for the most important service, and 2 more for from dairy farm to you that I would like you to do at home. So again, we need 2 more bullet points here, 2 more here, and 1 more in the middle that I would like you guys to think about, come up with on your own. See how is from dairy farm to you right here, 2 more reasons why it's different from the most important service. I need 2 more reasons why the most important service is different from dairy farm to you, and 1 more reason of why they are the same. So I want you to go ahead and think about it really hard in your brain. Turn that brain on, click, 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 and think, come up with some other reasons of how they're the same and how they're different. Okay, I hope this video helped you guys out. This is something that we've done before, comparing and contrasting, so I know you guys are going to crush it, and you guys know exactly how to do this, and you guys are just going to be awesome. All right, I hope this video helped you guys, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.